There is a moment in every man's life when he realizes that a woman's truth is never handed to him directly. It is never spoken openly, never revealed instantly, never allowed to walk in the sunlight without a layer of protection. The feminine mind does not offer truth as a gift. It offers truth as a test. And before a woman gives you her unfiltered emotions, she hides them behind something much older, darker, and more primal than you can imagine, the feminine mask. This mask has existed far longer than modern dating, far longer than contemporary relationship dynamics, far longer even than the languages we speak. It is a psychological artifact from a time when a woman's survival depended not on her strength, but on her ability to read danger, to anticipate emotional threat, to shield her heart from men who could hurt, abandon, or overpower her. In the ancient world, a woman who revealed her feelings too quickly could lose everything. In the modern world, that instinct still lives inside her, untouched by civilization, unchanged by time. She may feel desire but show indifference. She may feel jealousy but act calm. She may be hurt but look unaffected. She may love you but pretend you don't matter. Every contradiction in her emotional expression is part of the mask. It is not deception, it is self-protection. She hides not because she wants to confuse you, but because revealing her inner world is the riskiest thing she can do. When she hides her feelings, a man who doesn't understand female psychology becomes lost. He takes every word literally. He overreacts to every withdrawal. He assumes her mask is her truth, not realizing that her truth only appears when she feels safe enough to let the mask dissolve. But the man who knows how feminine psychology works, the man who understands attraction psychology, dark feminine energy, and the silent logic behind her contradictions, sees the world differently. He knows a woman's silence can be louder than her confession, that her distance can be full of longing, that her calmness can be woven from fear. Today's video enters the hidden world behind that mask, not the world she shows, the world she hides even from herself. Part 1. The survival instinct behind the feminine mask. You cannot understand why a woman hides her feelings without understanding the world that shaped her instincts. Female psychology is not random. It is a survival system built over thousands of years. For most of human history, a woman's life depended on her ability to protect her emotions. Unlike men who relied on physical strength, women relied on social intelligence, the ability to read intentions, detect threats, and conceal vulnerability. Imagine a world where revealing your desire made you a target. Imagine a world where showing vulnerability could lead to abandonment. Imagine a world where choosing the wrong man meant not just heartbreak, but danger. This is the world that shaped the female psyche. Even today, a woman's mind still operates according to these ancient blueprints. Her emotional system has one guiding law: reveal nothing until you know everything. So when she feels something powerful for a man, attraction, admiration, fear, desire, she does not show it recklessly. She studies him first. She observes his tone, his consistency, his emotional strength, his discipline, his patience. She watches not who he pretends to be, but who he becomes when she is silent, distant, or confusing. Because for her, these moments reveal a man's truth more clearly than his words. Her mask is not a trick, it is a filter. It protects her from men who rush intimacy, cannot control their emotions, seek validation instead of connection, lose composure when she pulls away, crumble at the first sign of uncertainty. The feminine mask is her way of discovering whether a man is stable enough to carry the weight of her real feelings. She hides to see how he behaves when he is not receiving emotional rewards. She hides because her emotions are treasures, and she refuses to hand them to a man who might mishandle them. When you understand this mask, you understand the secret language women have used for centuries to choose the right man, not the man who wants her, but the man who can handle her truth. Part 2. Contradictions are her emotional language. To a man, clarity is communication. To a woman, subtlety is communication. Women do not express their emotions in lines. They express them in layers. The feminine mask creates a series of contradictions that confuse men who look for literal meaning. She says, "I'm fine," but her eyes carry disappointment. She says, "Do whatever you want," but her tone begs you to understand her boundaries. She pulls away, but checks your reactions from a distance. She becomes cold, but her silence is filled with unmet emotional needs. These contradictions are intentional, not because she wants to manipulate you, but because her emotional world requires a softer form of expression. Directness feels too harsh. Vulnerability feels too dangerous. So she communicates indirectly through hints, energy shifts, changes in tone, micro-expressions, and selective silence. The feminine mask is a translator. Beneath her contradictions lies her truth. When she withdraws, she often wants reassurance. When she grows quiet, she wants understanding. When she tests your patience, she wants to know if you value her. When she looks calm, she may be hiding a storm. This does not make women illogical. It makes them emotional strategists. Their communication is not chaotic. It is coded. And only men who understand emotional nuance can read it. The man who insists on literalism will always misunderstand the female mind. The man who sees beneath the mask will understand a woman more deeply than she understands herself. In attraction psychology, contradictions reveal intensity. The more she hides, the more she feels. Women rarely disguise emotions that don't affect them. Indifference never needs a mask. Only desire does. Part 3. Emotional power and the fear of losing it. A woman hides her feelings because emotions are her greatest source of power. In the realm of dark feminine energy, emotion is influence. Emotion is depth. Emotion is leverage. But emotion can also become a devastating weakness if given to the wrong man. This is the paradox that shapes the feminine mask. She wants to feel deeply, but she fears losing control. When a woman reveals her feelings too quickly, she risks everything. She risks being taken for granted. She risks being judged. She risks being abandoned. She risks being emotionally dominated by a man who now knows he has the advantage. So she hides, not out of cruelty, but out of caution. Her guardedness is a negotiation between desire and fear. Her silence is a shield. Her distance is a defense. Her calmness is a cover for inner chaos. And here is the truth almost no man understands. A woman hides the most from the man she likes the most. If she is indifferent, she has nothing to protect. If she is deeply attracted, she protects everything. This is why a woman can act uninterested while secretly studying your every move. Why she can hide jealousy yet feel it in every cell of her body. Why she can pretend she doesn't need you even when her heart is already invested. The feminine mask is the last line of emotional defense. Behind it lives her raw, unfiltered self. The self she only reveals to a man she trusts entirely. When she hides her feelings, she is not rejecting you. She is measuring you. She is watching to see if you can handle her true depth. The moment she senses emotional safety, the mask begins to crack. The moment she feels protected, her truth begins to show. The moment she feels understood, the feminine mask falls away. Part 4. The mask as a test of masculine stability. A woman's mask is not just emotional protection, it is an examination. A silent, delicate psychological test designed to reveal a man's true nature. Not the version of himself he performs in the first weeks, not the confident persona he displays in public, but the real man underneath the surface. In masculine psychology, men reveal themselves through action. In feminine psychology, women reveal men through reaction. She watches how you respond when she becomes unpredictable. She watches how you handle uncertainty. She watches who you become when her emotional world is not easy to read. The feminine mask allows her to observe you without giving away her own vulnerability. If she shows all her feelings instantly, you instantly gain power. You know her position. You know her fear. You know her desires. And once a man knows a woman is emotionally invested, his behavior often changes. Sometimes subtly, sometimes dramatically. Some men become careless. Some men become arrogant. Some men become demanding. Some men pull away because they feel they won. Women have observed this pattern for centuries, and the mask became their strategy to counter it. When she hides her feelings, she is testing deeper traits. Your patience, your emotional control, your consistency, your masculine frame, your ability to handle tension, your discipline under pressure, your non-neediness, your psychological awareness, your capacity to lead during uncertainty. Men often misunderstand this and think she is playing games. Games are pointless. Tests are ancient. She is not trying to confuse you. She is trying to understand you. She knows that a man who collapses at the first sign of feminine uncertainty cannot hold the emotional weight of a relationship. Strength is not loud. Strength is not aggressive. Strength is quiet endurance. Strength is stability when everything feels unstable. The feminine mask exposes the truth. Men reveal themselves in how they navigate feminine complexity. If he becomes reactive, she sees immaturity. If he becomes angry, she sees instability. If he becomes anxious, she sees insecurity. If he becomes desperate, she sees emotional dependence. But the man who remains present, calm, patient, and composed, he communicates something far more attractive than words. I can handle the real you, not just the easy parts. All of you. That man becomes unforgettable. Part 5. Why she hides her feelings, even from herself. There is a layer of the feminine mask that is far deeper and far more mysterious than anything directed at men. Before a woman hides her feelings from others, she often hides them from herself. This is the part of female psychology that fascinates Jungian analysts, relationship psychologists, and philosophers. The unconscious emotional world of women. A woman's emotional system is not linear. It is cyclical, symbolic, intuitive, and layered. She does not always understand the meaning behind her own reactions. She may not know why she feels distant one day and deeply connected the next. She may not understand why she pushes away a man she wants or why she keeps yearning for a man she should forget. The feminine unconscious protects her from overwhelming emotion by concealing it until she is ready to face it. This is why she can be in love but deny it. She can be jealous but refuse to see it. She can be hurt but pretend she is fine. She can miss you but tell herself she doesn't. She can want commitment but hide behind independence. She can want you but act like you mean nothing. These contradictions are not lies. They are emotional defense mechanisms. Her mind shields her heart from being flooded too quickly or too intensely. When she hides her feelings from herself, she avoids confronting truths that may destabilize her. I care more than I should. He has power over me. I am afraid to lose him. I don't want him to see my weaknesses. I want connection, but I fear dependence. To reveal her feelings is to reveal her vulnerability. To reveal her vulnerability is to surrender control. To surrender control is to face the possibility of pain. The feminine mask is therefore not a performance. It is a psychological necessity. It allows her to feel without drowning. It allows her to desire without appearing desperate. It allows her to explore emotionally without losing stability. And when a man understands this, when he recognizes that her emotional contradictions are not rejection, but protection, he stops reacting with frustration and begins responding with awareness. A woman does not hide her feelings to deceive. She hides her feelings because her heart speaks in whispers, not declarations. The man who can hear those whispers becomes the one she ultimately trusts. The unmasking. When a woman finally shows her truth. The feminine mask does not stay on forever. It is not a permanent barrier. It is a threshold. And when a woman finally lowers it, she gives a man access to the deepest, most sacred part of her psyche, a part she rarely shows to anyone. A woman reveals her true feelings when 3 conditions exist. 1. She feels emotionally safe. Not judged, not rushed, not pressured, not analyzed, simply safe. 2. She sees your consistency over time. Not empty confidence, not fake strength, stability proven through storms. 3. She senses that you understand her unspoken world. Not just her words, but her silences. Not just her intentions, but her contradictions. Not just her behavior, but the emotions beneath it. When these conditions exist, the mask cracks. Then it falls. And what she reveals is not small. She shows her desire. She shows her fear. She shows her tenderness. She shows her insecurities. She shows her love in a way that is raw, deep, and intense. She shows the emotional ocean she has kept hidden behind her calm surface. This moment is rare and powerful. Most men never witness it because most men never earn it. The masculine reward for patience is revelation. The feminine reward for trust is surrender. A woman removes the mask only for the man who sees her soul before her behavior. If you learned something today about attraction psychology and the hidden, emotional world women rarely reveal, subscribe and join this channel's growing community. Every week I break down the deepest layers of female psychology, dark feminine energy, and the unconscious motives behind a woman's actions. In the next video we will go even deeper. Why her coldness means she's attached. The dark logic of female distance. This one will completely change the way you interpret a woman's withdrawal.